Hello, hello. Now we are going to see passive voice with gerunds and infinitives. We are going to work on page number 129, but also we're going to use one part of the page 128, so you have ready your previous notes, okay? So your previous activities of this. Well, before I start, I want that we remember the basic formula of the passive voice. Well, for example, we have the subject object. ¿Recuerdan que les decía yo que el subject está tomando el lugar del object porque es el que recibe, digo al revés, el object toma el lugar del subject, por eso le puse una O grandotota, de eso se trata, porque es el que recibe la acción. No sé si recuerdan que de hecho, por ejemplo, les pone yo el ejemplo de que si yo empujo a alguien, el que recibe la acción es al que empuje, ¿verdad? Y ese es lo más importante de passive voice. What, that, who receives the action, no who is the responsible. Entonces es quien realiza la acción, no quien es el responsable. De eso se trata. Well, después tenemos el verbo to be, que siempre va a estar conjugado. Recuerden que se lo pongo entre comillas porque no es que se escriba siempre así. Aquí tenemos un ejemplo, por ejemplo, en the passive voice, pero pues va a ir conjugado de acuerdo a las necesidades. Aquí lo puse, the window is, the window was, the window has been, y bueno, todos los tiempos gramaticales, all the tenses that we can have. Then we have the verb in participle o past participle, como lo conocemos. Si es un verbo regular, we add ed, y si es irregular, you know, is the third line of the irregular verbs, a la tercera línea de los verbos irregulares. Break, broke, broken. Entonces, bueno, traté de no cambiarlo para que vean que lo único que se modifica siempre es la conjugación del verbo to be. Y después lo que es menos relevante, es decir, esta parte, en realidad puedes o no puedes dar, no es algo que digas, ay, tengo que ponerlo a fuerzas. Entonces, by Carlos, a mí lo que me interesa es que la ventana se rompió. ¿Por quién? Pues ya me dijeron que por Carlos, pero en realidad a lo mejor yo llegué primero, yo lo único que quiero saber es que yo no fui, ¿ok? This is important. Then we have un ejemplo de passive voice. This action is unlikely to be forgotten. ¿Sí? Esta acción sería muy poco probable que sea olvidada, o sea, el haber roto la ventana. Y si se dan cuenta, pues tenemos nuevamente el verb to be, esta vez en forma infinitive, y el verbo nuevamente en past participle. Forget, forgot, forgotten, just to remember. Wow, so now we're going to continue with the passive voice. And in the passive voice, lo más importante ahora es recordar nuevamente los gerunds and the infinitives. Bueno, this say here, read the grammar box and underline the 4 passive sentences in 3C. Es por eso que les decía que íbamos a utilizar la página anterior. I'm sorry, I speak in Spanish because I just grade for the junior high school first grade, but I'm going to continue speaking English this time. Okay, as I told you, we are going to use the previous page. And this is the activity that you are going to use for the next one. I send you already by Classroom these two together with this, okay? But if not, what only you need to do is if you cannot print it or whatever, you can't just stop the video in this section or take out your previous notes. Yes, I got it here. 1, 2, 3. So you can stop the video if you needed to copy again or just to remember. And we are going to work on this page. But first, we are going to read the instructions as I told you. Well, the grammar box. Use gerunds. Remember, the gerunds are INGs, okay? Always INGs. When we use gerunds, okay, after, tenemos 1, 2, 3 options. After certain verbs, this is something that we already learned previously. For example, they are giving enjoy, okay, being played. And we have many of them. For example, can be love, but love can be both infinitive or ings. Pero bueno, necesitan recordar o irse directamente a sus apuntes. ¿Qué tipo de verbos? Maybe you can use the previous books, maybe the book ID3, y en ese vienen más completos, or in the junior high school, cuando utilizaban awesome, también ahí lo estuvimos viendo. Ok, if not, bueno, Google is a good option too. After preposition, ahí sí, todas las preposiciones, siempre y cuando estén trabajando como preposiciones. To no siempre trabaja como preposition, también trabaja como el infinitive. Entonces hay que tener mucho cuidado con esta parte. For example, to be, aquí el to no está trabajando como una preposition, is working as a infinitive form. ¿Cómo lo sé? Bueno, pues por el contexto, by the context. She didn't object to being auto-tuned. En ser auto-tuned. Very good. Remember, we were reading about chair, and auto-tune is when you use different technologies to improve your voice. Or even to say, okay, something like that. And as a subject, being considerate, as you see, okay, again, observe in all of them, we are using the verb to be, yes, the verb to be and the verb in past participle. Before we have another verb that is telling me that this is going to be an ing, but we have again the verb to be. Cher disfrutaba siendo escuchada en la radio nuevamente. Bueno, no es la traducción literal, pero pues se puede decir, ¿no? O sea, que la vuelven a poner. She didn't object to being en ser auto-tuned, yes? Again, we have the verb to be and the verb in past participle. ¿Se dan cuenta cómo siempre es lo mismo? Okay, in the passive voice. And then we have as a subject, being considerate. Cool again was her goal. Ok, in this case está trabajando el verb to be como un subject y por eso le ponemos ing, siendo considerada. Por ejemplo, que aquí no lo estamos utilizando, pero otro ejemplo de un subject es shopping, camping, yes? Esas son las acciones que tenemos, pero pues que en español se traducirían como acampar, ir de compras, but it is an action. Entonces, this is a subject, ya no se convierte en un verbo, sino it is a subject. Normally, we begin with the subjects in the first part of the sentence. So, being considered cool again was her goal. And also, we have the infinitives and base forms. Recuerden que el base form también se les escucha nombrar como verb infinitive o infinitivo incompleto. For example, after certain verbs, nuevamente necesitamos recordar, ven a hope. Otra vez, to be, tenemos el verbo to be y el verbo en past participle. Y después del verbo hope, siempre el siguiente verbo, sea el que sea, no importa que no sea be, the next verb is in infinitive. Ok, Band-Aid esperaba ser recordado. Fíjense cómo lo estamos utilizando aquí. After adjectives, por eso es muy importante reconocer si son adjectives. Pueden utilizar your dictionaries. Recuerden, normalmente viene solamente ADJ o even the Google Traductor that you have after a noun. For example, this is a noun. Yes, unlikely is it is a noun. No ay, ¿qué estoy haciendo? Perdón, mi amor, no me distraiga, chiquita. Perdón, es que estoy con mi pequeña y algo me dijo y ya no supe qué. ¿Qué, perdón, mi amor? ¿Vas a ir a desayunar allá? Ok, sorry. Estamos en casita y bueno, estas cosas pasan. Ok, ahora sí. After certain verbs. Entonces, tenemos hope, después adjectives. Tenemos unlikely, puede ser to be forgotten, y después after modal verbs, Should. Ujú. Recuerden, tenemos muchísimos modal verbs y siempre, no importa que esté el negativo, the next verb is in base form o bare infinitive. Should not be taken. No deberían ser tomados. Y otra vez tenemos el verbo to be y el verbo en past participo. Verb to be y el verbo en past participo. Y en este caso tenemos infinitive, infinitive and base form. Well, in negative sentences, the preferred form for not is before the infinitive. O sea, aquí está. The singer was disappointed not to be, lo mismo que estamos sabiendo, invited to join the group. Ahora sí, what you are going to do is to search in the previous activity the examples of this. So, as I told you before, you are going to work on page number 128 and you're going to find in here the examples what I gave you. Well, it's supposed that the time passed by, you stop the video, and now I'm going to give you the correct answers this time. Okay, for example, no sé de qué lado hacerlo que sea más claro. Chair, for example, the first one is the number 4, pero yo creo que sí se los doy acá. Let me check. I think it is better. Oh, bueno, no, here. Yes, we have here, you have your information. Very good. Chair didn't refuse to be auto-tuned. Es un ejemplo del number 4, okay? After certain verbs in infinitive, it one step away from being completely replaced. Tenemos una preposition. I remember being on Welcome World. Nuevamente tenemos remember, a verb. Y después de inferences could be used y tenemos un verbo en modal verb y el siguiente es en base form. Okay. Wait, so then. Ay. Well, so I hope that you don't have troubles with this information. And then they say here, rewrite 1 to 6, okay, in the passive, using be, to be, or being, o sea, en su forma base, infinitive, or en su forma de gerund, ing. Which books, if any, would you like to read? Ok, books that change the way I. Ok, ¿a qué número se refiere? Very small. Aquí tenemos the numbers, ok? So please answer them and later you are going to put play again to the video. Before that, I'm going to explain you this. Make it personal. Ya sabemos que no tenemos parejas, pero, for example, has a book, a movie, play, article ever had impact on the way you, por ejemplo, vas a elegir cualquiera de estos temas, approach friendships, impact on you and romance, cope with the stress, cómo lo vas a manejar, deal with money, have fun, or see the world. Vamos a ver los ejemplos. I don't remember ever being that influenced by a single book or a movie. How about you? Actually, Eat, Pray, Love made me rethink my work schedule. For example, and right now, I'm seeing the series of what's it? Michael Jordan, and it's make me to do more exercise no matter how tired I am, because I'm recording, believe me, I'm wake up 6:30 and I'm checking homeworks and recording for junior high school and high school, and I finish normally Yesterday I finished 9:30 recording and checking and sending messages to the parents, well, whatever. But I really tried to take 20 minutes to do exercise, and it is hard. But I say, well, if that man could, I can't. So this is important because uh, I'm almost all the times sit here. Well, whatever. This is something I'm sharing with you, and this is the way that maybe you can talk about it. Remember, speak, no matter it's with yourself, speak, speak. Now, stop the video. And the time pass by, and the time pass by. Okay. And now I'm going to give you the correct answers of this. Check your answers. Don't be tricky. No sean tramposo. Don't be tricky, okay? I'm going to put the correct answers of this. I'm going to put it bigger. And please check this. Why priorities should be set? It is as important because you need to analyze. This is important because you need to analyze. Please send me if you have any questions. Send me by Classroom or even by YouTube. No matters. Send me a question and I will try to answer it the next video. You got it? Oui. Okay. Stop the video. You need extra time as always. Remember. And for me, that's all today. So thank you for being with me. Enjoy your class, concentrate, and do your best.